I had to hide like a lot of like the struggle. And it's hard because you're in a room with men and you have to like level up and compete with men in the music industry who don't have the same responsibilities as a woman. They had lots of residencies in Ibiza. It was too expensive to keep flying me out, so they gave me an apartment there. I was like 19, 20. I thought I was so lit.
The dream.
I thought I was so lit. Like, honestly, like, I was like rubbing shoulders with like these because dance and house, like, they're like
money.
There's
money.
Big, no, it's big, it's big.
We're in Geneva, we're in Saint-Tropez, like,
That's
time.
There's a little thing going on, but they're saying about you looking like Kim K and that, and the papers, which you give her a study, man, and a few media outlets, papers and that reached out to you to see if you would wanted to speak on it, and your reply to them.
Oh my
that,
God, do you remember?
What, you get to
I don't
speak
forget
on just that?
I don't forget these things.
What's that, speak on what? Just looking like Kim K?
That's how the world works. But hold on. But your reply to that was, Chris Cabba's just got shot.
Big up.
Do you not want to
We'll
write
talk
an
about
article about that?
Big up.
Shh. Winners talking.
I'm usually on the other side. Maybe I should sit in this angle so I can see Daps when he's talking.
You got good something to look at. What, can I do this one? Where's the drinks? These drinks there. I just sat down, I saw my girl drink.
I bet you didn't bring the bottle.
I didn't even look at my messages, fam.
Oh,
I know those messages.
man.
Because I'm assuming.
How you know those messages? That's it, I didn't look at my messages. Yeah, how you know those messages?
You can't be expecting me to remember from 3 weeks ago before I went on holiday.
Them ones there.
Why do you sit on your own?
Mad convenient.
Are you the special host?
No, I'm moving
Something like that, yeah.
Moving like
Just coming in trying to cause trouble amongst the people.
Innit?
You been there
You
5
see that?
minutes.
Yeah.
No, the way loud than that.
moving like unit.
So I settle them seeds.
Yeah, you know.
So I sow them seeds.
You see, as I kept saying,
When I'm driving home, I'm like, what, if this is the special one?
you see females.
Let me there.
Nikos,
I'll show him.
you see females. That's what I kept telling to her.
No.
What's going on?
Yeah? What were you saying? Vibes and energy and that. Rex, just relax yourself now, man. You made it, cuz. You did it. You did it.
He did
Rex was
extras,
late. I
bare
made him
extras,
run.
did bare extras, all
The time
recorded.
wrong. You got the time wrong. I told him you got to run.
Yeah, he had to run still. He ran.
Got off the train and bust a jog.
Imagine for the last 3 years, we've never seen his hairline.
Yeah, it was.
Nah, look.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's how much
I've never seen his hairline for 3 years, blood. He's got his hair.
Yeah.
Had to bust
No,
his.
that's how he
Cause
trained.
Tuesday he ran. You know you don't run nowhere. Cabs and that.
No, that's how
Cabs.
he
He had to run still.
Yeah. Then we had Uma. She was parking like the last episode of Sopranos. You see when Meadow said
I parked pretty well.
Nah, you
Are
did
you on
it.
the
Nah,
curb?
you know what?
You
I didn't
on
want
the
to say nothing, but
In the-
yeah, the parking was horrible.
Say your name again. Umrah, sorry.
Sorry.
You're on the curb though, innit?
No,
I see it.
we had to have two
Someone's on
cars
the curb.
parked like the Moses.
You're lying.
Like,
Yeah,
You know
no.
when Meadow was trying to park in the last episode of Sopranos? It was like that.
Hit the curb,
It was
come
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, bare
Took
scraping.
7 takes.
Yeah.
7 takes, but we're not going to focus on that.
No. What's it called? Like sort of awareness. What's it when you got the?
so why are you on the head of the table?
Huh?
Why are you on the
Because I'm the alcoholic. I do all the drinking.
Yeah, see?
I'm just trying to understand.
You're trying to understand the dynamic.
seating dynamic.
Don't worry,
yeah.
man. It's everything's to confuse you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where it is. It's all to
Have you not watched the show before?
I have.
Oh, so you should know then.
weren't
I
really
want to know
you weren't
why.
taking it in.
Yeah, I
Huh?
wasn't taking it in. That's right. I wasn't
no
taking
one's
the.
asked
You wasn't
Right
really
question,
understanding, but
Oh.
now you're thinking about it.
Nah, from the start, it just worked. Like, you know what? From the first
episode, I
first
said-
episode,
remember,
so
I
I
said,
sat down, put his
right.
arm like that on the sofa.
Yeah, that's my. I like to
yeah,
be killed
I'm
like
there.
this. This is me.
And then me,
And then Doug.
I just thought I'll sit there to drink because I'm like,
I don't really
I like
like
to-
to show myself, so this is a one-off.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
Only
a-
come out for the
yeah,
pretty girls.
these men do a lot of talking behind the scenes.
Yeah, so now they got to put their face
Face on camera.
You heard, that's all that matters.
But anyway,
Are we in?
yeah, we're in already. I think we've been rolling for the last 5 minutes. Just build up the atmosphere nice and light. Where should we begin? First of all, went 9 nights yesterday. RIP to my auntie Loris. Shout out cousin Waity J. Shout out Mark and Melinda, Mariana, love always.
Condolences.
Shout out cousin Onyx Stone.
Doug gave me the big condolences. I threw my hands up like, what's going on?
Say that again, or you didn't know?
Doug gave me no, and then Doug said, "You aren't." And I said,
Like, you know what I mean? I pay respects and I said,
Yeah,
yo,
condolences.
Condolences.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just shout out to the family, man. We're here. I say it, God. Winners Talking Podcast. It's the one and only Pound Sterlocious, the hustler, Big PS, Big Dougie Doug.
Come on, man.
Special guest in the building today. Sorry, before that.
I
Look
thought
at
that
that,
was
raising his hand as a special guest.
I thought that was me.
No, you're not a special guest. You're here all the time, nigga. You're all the time, nigga. You're here every week. You're here every week. But we'll shout Daps in the building as well. Daps up front today. Up front like Van Nistelrooy in his prime. And special guest in the building today, Miss Glamorous from the GRM the other day.
Miss Glamorous,
Miss Glamorous, you know.
Go on.
What can I say? Sony's own, Charity Works own, just a go-getter from behind the scenes. And I've said to her to pull up. You know, she was kind of anti at first. I don't talk, I don't like doing it. But now, the time's right.
Yes.
The time's right?
That
Issa
time is
Perez in the building. What are you saying to me, miss?
Hello. Yeah,
Yes.
the time's right. We're here finally after how long?
Yeah, we've had a couple of conversations about it.
And it's been in the making for a minute.
It's been in the making for a while. But I know
Yeah.
you stay on the other side of the camera a lot and behind.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a front of the camera person, so this one's going to be a bit different for me.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you here. You know the settings. Round of applause for how Issa's looking today. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Thank you.
And for Umra as well in the background as well. I'm giving her a round of applause as well. You know. I don't want us to feel left out and that. You know, spread the love and that.
Thanks for having me.
No,
Thanks
it's
for
great.
having me.
It's only right and it's only overdue. You do so much. You do a lot of seeing. I see you so many places, and we've been saying it for a long time that we'll get it done. So here we are, Winners Talking Podcast. Doug, how you feeling? How's everything going, bro?
Feeling good, bro.
That's what I like to hear. You know.
I'm blessed.
Before we start getting into anything else, we best talk a little bit, you know, about all the madness that's going on in the community. We better cover that a little piece because we can't overlook this. As people with a voice, people are going to be interested to hear what we've got to say. So what are you making of what's going on?
What I'm proud of is the fact that everyone showed out yesterday. You know what I mean? Everyone stepped out, and it just shows that the media, social media, and the news outlets tried to make this whole far right thing seem a lot bigger than what it really is. And I think Brighton, I see a picture of Brighton, and there was like 5 people like from the far right surrounded by thousands of people that are like anti-racist. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that is the reality of it. And I think they tried to, the last week they've been gaslighting us to make us think it's a bit more than that when it ain't even that. Do you get me? So I'm proud of everybody. And you know what I mean? It's sad to see turn its ugly head again, because like I grew up in an era where like there was a lot of that going on with the BNP, the National Front, the NFs and all of that. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but it's good to know that it ain't that what we think it is. You get me?
Yeah, definitely. What are we saying on this, Issa? How you feeling about what's
I feel
going
like I hear the gaslighting, but I feel like we shouldn't take away from the fact that it is happening. And like obviously up north, like people are, you know, getting victimized, getting targeted. Even the guy like whose car got burnt. Do you know what I mean?
Crazy.
So
the carer.
Yeah. And I feel like this whole thing has taken the spotlight away from the original issue, which was the 3 little girls that got stabbed and killed. It's not about that, but I feel like I've always said this country's racist, and that evil spirit of racism has been sitting, and they just want to take advantage and speak out. But I'm glad that the way that London have handled it, like yesterday, it's almost like I dare you, come down.
Literally.
Roll up.
I dare you.
And it's not, and let's just be clear as well. It's not just, when you look at the pictures, you look at the videos, you can see it's not just one race there. You know, it's a community there, black people, white people, because there has been some evolution as far as people's outlook. You understand? There are people that are more educated now on certain things, because we live in multicultural societies, and so people are more. So the crowds were very mixed. So it's the racist. I think hopefully in time they'll become the minority.
Which they already are though.
I would hope so.
And you know what's mad? Like you say,
don't know, but I would hope
yeah?
so.
I feel like, you know,
they've got
back in the day,
strongholds up north. That's why.
Yeah, they're not. It's like they got their bigger. It's like they got a bigger community in it. I suppose we're the minority out there. But one thing I noticed, like back in the day with racism, it was like it felt like some supremacy shit that was going on. Do you get what I'm saying? But now, like what made me laugh at looking at all this situation and the actual people that even up north that are writing and doing all of this, it's like. It's more like they're angry, they're upset because, like, you know, like even like if you wanna call it immigrants or whatever, our people, our generation, the Windrush, they've come and they've settled and they've made something of themselves. Do you get what I mean? And all these people have had a head start and they're still stuck in that system in it. Like, do you get me? Poverty. Like, they're all like, you might say a lot of them look like they're on benefits. A lot of them look like they're the ones that are the immigrants that have come here. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way they're carrying on. I just find it like ironic that they're chatting about their jobs and all of this. But I know none of them could do the job I do. Do you get me? None of them could do the job you do. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's funny that they're talking about jobs, mashing up the place, and they're doing the exact same thing, that unemployed, living off the state, mashing up the place. You get what I mean?
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah, it's that. Go on.
I'm also glad that arrests are happening, because when it was first kicking off, my whole thing was like, if we go back to the Mark Duggan, the North London lootings, they've arrested, I think it was at the time, my numbers might be wrong, but they had arrested like over 3,000 people, and then 1,300 had got convicted. Courts were open 24/7 just to get these in. So at the time I was like, okay, cool, this is like much bigger scale because it's in different cities. Are they treating it the same way? You know, like how they were treating North London at the time.
I think they had to treat it that way just for a deterrent, to show people, right, if you do step out in the coming days, whatever we've seen on Wednesdays, this meant to happen, that's meant to happen, all these things that have been organised, it's a deterrent. So they arrested people rapidly, got them convicted, gave someone 2 years quickly as a deterrent to say, if you do come out, this is going to be the consequence, because they know that handling it any other way is harder. So a prevention is better than a cure. So I think that's why they handled it that way. But in light to everything that's happened, it's coming off the politics of the election and all of that. So when Farage is saying certain things, it's fueling the people. When certain things are being fueled by certain politicians, that's why these other people are now feeling empowered, because they feel like the higher beings have their back and are singing their tunes. So even though it is a class thing where it is the poorer working class that's on the street acting a fool, it's being pushed by the agenda's being pushed by the people.
The media's, it's all an agenda. The media's pushing an agenda.
You know what I mean? So,
100%.
Come down his thing and cut out.
But that's how it always is, like in any type of business, illegal or legal, the tops, you always have the bottoms doing your dirty work for you. So
So even though it is people that we make jokes, these people, they shop at Greg's and they ain't got no teeth, or at GCSEs, it is them on the streets, but their agenda is being pushed by
100%. They're pawns.
So they're just pawns doing the mess, but it's how they feel. So
a lot of gaslighting.
But what I say is, people, stay safe, still be vigilant, eyes and ears, because you never know. It's a lot of people are being wound up and pushed in a certain direction, so you never know what people's intentions are. You might get one madman that just to do something crazy. So everyone should be aware. Everyone should be alert. Women and children, stay safe. Man, them look after the women and children. And stand up, protect your manor, and don't get drawn into the foolishness. Show that there's unity in the community.
Don't get drawn out too much.
Don't get drawn out too much. And like Vic Santoro in his vest and all of that, he called the people them to.
No, we will get drawn out. We will get drawn out.
I understood where he was coming from. I understood where he was coming from. The passion was real, but that's another subject. People, let's take a moment. You need to purchase your Manscaped. I'm not going to keep telling the people, don't miss out. 20% discount when you use the code WINNERS, plus free shipping. The body groomers, the shavers, the beard trimmers, the hair trimmers.
Oil.
Man went straight to oil. Mad.
Well, listen, beard oil. Man didn't even let me elaborate on the man didn't even let me elaborate.
Because I was thinking, what oil?
The oil. Beard oil.
Beard oil. Yeah, that's right.
Manscaped boxers, the Manscaped head trimmer. They got the weed whacker, but you also got the thing that, you see, like me, if you're a baldy like me,
20% discount.
Got the thing that I take on traveling with me.
Plus free
boom, when little regrowth, zoop, I'm back outside again. Back by the pool, chilling, relaxing, feet up, is it?
And I'm telling you, people, it will change your life. Your love life's going to be different. Your girl's going to be,
respecting it.
Trust me, streamline strokes.
Streamline, no resistance.
See what I'm trying to say to you? Cousin T, you've been using your Manscaped 4.0.
You said I'm winning all the way through.
Man said I'm winning.
All the way through, that's what I'm talking about.
Nothing more needs to be said on that. Make the purchase, manscaped.com. Use the code WINNERS, 20% discount plus free shipping. Use the code WINNERS.
Come on.
Anyway, let's talk fresh kits for kids.
Yes.
An organisation. Round of applause for that. Some charity work that East is putting together. You know, because this is what I'm saying about the community, you know. Like, I won't give the outlook. You explain to them what Fresh Kits for Kids is and then the premise behind that.
So I started this initiative. Basically, I've been raising money, and with the money, I am buying school uniform, school supply items, and just giving it back to families in need, children's in need. And last year, I did it virtually on my social media. Actually, story behind it was I was put money aside to get my son's school uniform. It was his first year of school that I was preparing, like reception. And it hit me like how expensive these items are, especially like branded stuff.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
Yeah. And then my son's father actually was like, no, like I'm covering it, whatever. So I just felt like, I'm always like a believer of like, when you're blessed, you bless others. So I just wanted to give that money away. So I just posted it on my Instagram and I was like, hey, just want to get someone like school uniform, whatever. And I was getting like a wave of all these stories and all these people. And I didn't realize like what an issue it was. So got some school uniform stuff, like didn't really say much about it. Someone tagged me and was like, thank you. And then I was getting like people who follow me, like, I want to do the same. So it kind of became a whole thing of like allocating people to some of my followers to like ship uniforms to. So this year I wanted to do it like an actual like fun day pop-up. So I'm doing this on the 23rd of August. So far I've raised 9,500 and something pounds.
Big up.
Yeah. So I've raised that much money. We're basically ordering items now. And on the 23rd of August, we're going to do this fun day. And I wanted it to feel like, I didn't want it to feel like a shame thing. You're coming to pick up uniforms. So there's going to be like kids day, activities, bouncy castle, food, face painters. There's even going to be a career expert there to help parents like with CV and styling for job interviews and prepping for stuff like that. So trying to kind of get a little bit of the root of the issue. So that's what I'm doing.
That's big, man.
This is great.
Where is it?
In Northwood Community Centre in Clapton.
Okay.
Bobby Kasanga gave me his community centre to do it in.
Shout out Bobby.
Yeah, shout out Bobby. Shout out Bobby.
For that still.
Yeah, and I want to shout out to the Forbes family group. They've
Shout
really
out my guy Dinos.
Yeah, shout out Dean.
Shout out Dinos.
They donated a substantial amount and actually partnering with me like
Of course he
with
is.
this and going forward.
Come on. Big Dean Forbes in the pink suit
shout
at
out
the gala
Crep
and that, you know.
as well.
Salmon and all of that. Yeah, that's my guy, man, from 1900.
Shout out Crept. He sent me loads of Nala's baby stuff or goodie bags and give away to the families.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah, Jordan at Picnic Uniforms. They're teaming up. Christina at Motivational Moms Club. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Esther Ray.
Come on. Shout out Esther.
Yeah. She's been helping
First
me.
lady in that. I was joking with her the other day. The first lady.
Yeah. Shout out Umrah for helping me along the way. There's just so many people involved. I'll be here all day shouting out.
It takes a village. It's good to get everyone coming together as well. And that's one thing I love is the unity and all that when people are working.
I was quite shocked. I didn't realise it was because it started going on blogs. It started like right now we have over 200 kids that's registered for school uniforms to come on the day.
You've hit the nail on the head in terms of like the charity you're setting up and what you're doing, because it's like so many people suffer like in August, like trying to get ready for the new school year with their kids. You get what I'm saying?
School uniforms are expensive,
No
bro.
joke.
You see that first year of school, and even the second year when they need a new blazer. Don't think it's no little.
That's what
Because
I'm
they're
saying.
beating
Like school uniforms are mandatory, right?
Yeah.
And this economy, inflation, everything has gone up. Salaries are like not going up. You've even got working parents, like low income working parents that don't get benefits or grants or do you know what I mean? They're not entitled to certain stuff.
That's right.
So we're already in a space where families are having to pick and choose if they're paying electricity this month.
Yeah, they'll skip a bill.
whatever.
They'll skip a
They're
bill.
skipping bills, and now you're adding like school uniforms. And on average, school uniforms in a year for one child, it's like 450 quid that you're spending on a child easily. That's if you have
£100 for
one.
shoes alone.
Yeah.
It adds up, man.
So, and then we have we've done lots of outreach to shelters, shared accommodation, people fleeing from domestic violence. So some of them won't actually be turning up because they are in hiding, but we are sending them over to like Women's Aid. It's not just, I saw some chat on social media about, baby mum culture. Like, why would we giving money to single baby moms, like, but it's not that, you know, I've had...
That's a simple person, don't ignore that comment.
Yeah, I've had... I was speaking to a father.
Why ain't the dad paying for? That's like saying.
Yeah.
So why ain't the dad paying for the uniform?
But you do have like
you can't bun the baby.
Working like households. It's actually
struggling.
Yeah, it's 1 in 6 working households are picking or choosing what bills they're paying.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with. There's a few fathers that are coming, but I was having a conversation with one, and he's got 4 kids, one of them being a baby, and his missus died during childbirth. He's had to quit his job to take care of his kids.
I got a friend.
Do you know what I mean?
It might have been my friend.
Struggles.
Because he had, he had 4, and one of his baby mum died. And I met him on a course, and he was like, when he told me, he said, "And you work full time?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I work full time, and I've got 4 youths, and it's him one." And he ain't even a man that like me or you who's got your family to like lean on. His family are abroad.
Yeah.
So we know it takes a village. It's a support system you need. So that situation there alone is mad. So
it's not easy. There's so many different stories. So the ambition here, it gets bigger every year. I'm in the process of registering it as a CIC now, so I can get like government funding and all of that stuff, and I can support families just throughout the year and do annual events, and maybe even like kind of like try and target the issue and the root. If this is something that this country is making mandatory, what are we doing for school uniform supplies, even down to like these books that, because I know my son's in reception and I've had to buy like 6 or 7 of these, what are they called, GKC books? I can't remember. But they do their homework within the books. They're like between £5 and £15 each.
So you can't just use a normal notepad now?
No, like the homework is in that book.
The questions and the
the homework's this week do page 8 to 12. Like,
that's
the book.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I mean? And they've got the key S1s.
Yeah.
There's so much supplies that you need besides school uniform.
You don't even know how much you're helping, because you're now helping to bridge the gap between the working class and the upper class, where the education system is meant to be fair for all, but if everyone can't access these resources, it's not fair for all. You know what I mean? And even bigger than that, you think you're helping the parents, but you're actually helping the child, because they're going into school with confidence.
Yeah.
Where working class people, if you're going to school on their first day and your shoes ain't fresh, and everyone's shoes is you're already putting a box. The teachers are gonna treat you away. You're gonna feel away. So now you're letting that child go with a fresh blazer and a fresh shoes and feeling like I am someone.
100.
Even they're gonna feel better than they did last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was that kid. I wasn't born in this country. We was born in Spain, and we came over here because we was basically homeless in Spain. So my dad brought us here on a asylum seeker, like pretense for a better life. So when we was in school, I'm the firstborn as well. So I was that child. Like there was no hand-me-downs. My hand-me-downs was for my siblings. And, stretching out that uniform, wearing it so big so it goes up through the years. Do you know what I mean? Like my friends having like fresh stuff. It was tough. Like it was character building for me. But
my friend would say that. I got a good friend that's it builds character.
This generation. Do you know what I mean? To some people
will break them.
You'll
break them.
Yeah, some people will break. Do you know what I mean?
Depression, especially in this generation as well, with these kids with the social
cold.
media,
it's a cold world.
No, they're cold.
That's what I'm saying. Access to the internet, people are getting bullied more now.
Yeah.
I would just go to school. If someone says something, I might fight, I might not. But now it's like the phones, the videos. You might be on everybody's Snapchat taking the piss out
and the next day you're licking the next person's shoes at the bus stop because you don't want to feel like that again.
There you go.
It's long.
There you
Take
go.
a man's jacket.
Facts.
I'm not gonna be laughed at again. How long are you gonna get laughed at before you say, you know what, fuck it?
Yeah.
That jacket's mine.
Yeah.
Facts.
We've seen it. It happen. You get stabbed up for their clothes and this, that, rare, all kind of madness. You get me?
Yeah. So that's the goal, guys.
No, it's dope, man.
I like it. I rate it. I respect it.
And I'm sure that once I leave, all you guys.
I knew that was coming. Don't worry about that. I knew that was coming.
Just put a little coffee in there. The
something.
price of the moe on the table, you know.
No, we got you.
Thank you, guys.
We'll put the details up so even the viewers can
we'll make sure that people know where to donate as well. let's get into you a piece now, Carl. People might be thinking, who is this? Some might not know it. They might be like, who is this woman that's doing all of these charitable acts?
I'm a nobody.
That came from Spain when she was a youth. Hold on. See her coming from Spain. See her outfit the other day. I felt it had like a little inspiration of the whole Spanish kind of, you know them?
Yeah.
Flamenco, with the fans and that.
It did have a bit of flamenco
What colour was the outfit?
I was the woman, the girl in the red dress.
With the head thing.
The one that's taking over the whole colour.
I knew it was. I had a feeling it was.
What colour?
And it was red.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's
with
no
the
way you can
headpiece,
forget
that
the
was
colour.
me. I look
It
very
took over the
different
whole
now.
set.
Yeah.
We saw you when we was on our way in.
We saw as soon as she was the first person.
Yeah, the first person we saw when we got there.
Oh, so, yeah, that was
Yeah, so what we saying, flamenco and all that, was there some influence in that?
Yeah, a little bit of that. Actually, also a little bit of Indian bridal. I was also looking at like old, like Italian. There was just a lot of influence in my design.
So how long did it take you to knock up that costume there? Because
It's a
that
costume.
outfit. She said a lot of things. It's not an outfit again.
It's an outfit.
How long did it take you to put together that?
Halloween.
It's a gown.
It's a
Yeah, it's a gown, isn't it? Or dress, yeah.
It took me months of inspos. I have like a whole Pinterest board of parts that I liked, of lots of different. I sketched it out a few times. And then to actually physically make it, I used this lady, Ajoa,
Wait, so
on
you
Instagram.
made that? Oh, you made that yourself?
Yeah, it was made.
Yeah,
She got it made. She didn't.
Yeah, I got it. I didn't
I
do
thought
the...
you was a seamstress. Like
No.
made.
It was a shout out to Ajoa. She did it for me, but I sketched everything out,
dope.
ordered the lace, the fabrics. So she didn't take, I wouldn't say she took long, maybe like a week. We did a fit in, and then I stayed there from, I can't remember, it was one day, and I was like, I just want to leave with this dress because I want to come back to Kent, because Kent's so far. And she finished it all. I think I got home like 2 a.m, and then I had my dress there, and I didn't have to worry about it.
It was worth it though. But all right, that was a little segue because of the Spanish thing. I just had that moment. But yeah, let's talk about you and what you do. And
Yes.
what's the so are you still with Sony?
Yeah, I am a label manager at the Orchard, which is the distribution side. At Sony.
Yeah. So you're signing off them big checks and that. You're the boss.
Well, I don't sign off the money. That's on the A&R side, but I do approve or reject releases.
Yeah.
Literally.
Boom, you press the button. Yeah.
So if you're not feeling the music, you reject it.
No, I don't. It's more down to, this is all the nerdy side, it's all down to like the metadata behind the song, the artwork, all of this stuff, like if it's matching. It's very operational. So basically I have a roster of labels.
Yeah.
Disturbing London, big up Dumi, that's my client. Red Bull Records, 70 Hertz, Fraser T. Smith. So I have a whole roster of different labels. And, you know, as labels do, you have your release plans, your artists, and I will somewhat consult, advise on your marketing strategy, depending on how hands-on some labels are with me. Some of them don't really need much because they're like catalog, like old school catalog labels. Yeah. Some of them like really want my opinion, my advice on even down to like the release schedule. And then they'll submit the audio with the artwork. I'll run through this whole metadata, I won't bore you, process with it.
No, it's not boring.
And then once everything looks good, I click approve and I distribute it to all the platforms worldwide.
Okay.
You're a big deal. That's what I want people to understand. You're a big deal in this thing.
And
How did you get to this job though? How did you can't have just fallen into this. You must have, I know there's been groundwork, years of graft. Because I know sometimes, no offense, I see sometimes people try to be cynical about how you've got into this position.
Yeah.
You know, that it's because of this or it's because of that, or she looks a certain way or she must know such and such.
Yeah.
But I know there's been work behind the scenes. It's been years of graft. You put your hours in. So give them some of the background of what you've done over the years to get yourself into this position.
I want to say my first ever like toe into music events or the industry was after I got kicked out of sixth form. Why
did you get kicked out?
Thank you. We can't skim over that.
Why did I get kicked out of sixth
You was a
form?
bad girl. You was bad, you know.
No one forgets why they get kicked out.
Yeah. She knows exactly.
I'm so old. How old are you in sixth form? Like 18?
17, 18?
17, 18.
You know why you got
35,
kicked
so
out.
that's a long time ago.
Yeah, you know what?
Just maybe.
I know why I got
fighting.
kicked out
Oh
second.
no, it was fighting.
I know I
it
got
was
kicked out.
fighting. Actually, I went to a Catholic sixth form in Harrow on the Hill, so it was quite strict.
Yeah.
I think it was fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, probably was like
We won't
fighting.
go too much into
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
move on.
You're
Yeah.
professional now.
Yeah.
You know
Don't
what?
get your wrist in
Demure, man.
Yeah.
Classy. Let's move on. Yeah, go on.
So after that, I just see like I live like way like Heathrow side, right? I see this thing like events like training course in Burnley Arts Grant Centre and Seven Sisters.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, cool, I'll try that. And then I just applied for it, and Colin Batzer was one of the mentors
Shout
there.
out.
Shout out to man, Colin.
Colin, yeah, Colin was my mentor. I was from early. So yeah, and we've been family ever since, like all these many years later. So I did that, and then through that they sort of like train you. That it's kind of like they give you like physical things to do. So they might dash you in like, oh, someone's having an event. Your course today is to go and assist them or whatever. It was very, very practical. So I loved it. I'm such a practical person. And then from then I ended up taking like a PA job for a record label called Soul Heaven. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it age-wise.
I feel like I've heard of it.
It is house dance.
Yeah.
Huge at the time. Like we had Ministry of Sound, like David Guetta was like pulling up on them sides. So I was just like this PA, and everyone was like working from home. There was no office. The owners lived in Scotland, but all the jobs that was DJs, right? Because they were making big money. Like the minimal a DJ booking would be at that time was like 25k for a booking. So my job was just to travel, basically. Like I was just putting on these little events, travel,
support the DJs.
Yeah, like doing all the bookings, doing all like liaising with the venues and the sets. And
being the middle person.
Yeah, being all of that. And then they had lots of residencies in Ibiza. It was too expensive to keep flying me out, so they gave me an apartment there. I was like 19, 20. I thought I was so
Living
lit.
the dream.
I thought I was so lit. Like, honestly, like I was like rubbing shoulders with like these because dance and house, like they're like
money. There's money.
Big, no, it's big. It's big.
We're in Geneva, we're in Saint-Tropez, like
Yeah,
times. Yeah, like
that's the rich man scene.
that's what I'm
what they
saying.
listen
This
to,
is
innit?
before like big social media, so I thought I was.
No, you was.
You was living, man.
Was.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And then eventually I realised that I actually don't get paid anything. Like,
Because you're taking all the expenses. You're doing all the.
My job was like, we just pay for your expenses. So like, life was kicking in it. Like, I wasn't actually making money, so I had to leave. And then I went into like the PR route, worked my way through that, slowly back into music. But how I got back into music was my ex at the time was working in the music industry. Well, he still is, but he was working in the music industry, and he used to like work on like producing and writing and all of this stuff. So I kind of like took it upon myself. He's bad businessman. Like he's a talented guy, but just awful like businessman, awful at organizing himself. So I just took on like kind of like managing him slash, you know, as a woman, like your man, your man becomes your life, innit? You're like, do you know what? Let me sort everything out.
A good woman.
So that kind of like was like my way back into music, black music anyways. So I did that for a bit, and then relationship just went like this.
Have you got a child at this stage?
We had, so I had a child with him. We broke up like pretty much when I was pregnant. Like we were together for like some years.
It happens.
And pretty much when I was pregnant, it was like, nah. And then when I had the baby, it was like, you're like, let's try. And then it was like, nah, you're still doing your thing. So, no, but big him up though. Like we're super, super close now.
Good.
So then I think that, okay, to give a bit of background, when I started working for him, I was living in a nice 2-bedroom home in Enfield before like we met. I had my job. I was working at L'Oreal head office. So I was doing all the like campaigns and events like makeup. So he found me in a nice place. And I was one of those women that, I was slowly letting go of a lot whilst being with this man. So when we had broken up and stuff, my whole life was him. my job was him. Everything was him. So I was highly dependent on him as identity, financially, everything, right?
Do you think you wanted it like that or he wanted it like that?
No, he wanted it like that, and he will admit, he does admit that he definitely 100% manipulated to put me in a position where I needed him. And we talk about it now, like we have healthy conversations about it, but he definitely, it was nice for me because, you know, you get love bombed. Like I would like go to work and, you know, you have little conversations like, oh, those trainers are nice. Like he would purchase every single colorway and send it to my office. Like it was like massive love bombing, and you know, you're just young and you're like, this is lit. Do you know what I mean? You're not really thinking. So eventually I let go of my jobs. I let go of everything, even my home. Like I moved in with him. So when we had broken up, it was like such a difficult space. So I was like, I could take the easy way out here, but I didn't want to do that.
What's the easy way out?
The easy way out for some women is you'll find someone else to take care of you. Yeah. I didn't particularly want to, well, I didn't want to do that. So I was kind of like going behind his back, and I was trying to see like what other jobs and stuff, because it was also, I guess some men feel like ownership of the woman, especially when you have a child with them, like you feel a bit entitled, a bit ownership. So I did feel like for me to figure my own thing, I need to do my own thing low key. And then I saw that, I think it was on Music Week or somewhat, like Lunik had started or was about to start Dream Life Records at Sony. And I had met Lunik a couple times, and I just DM'd him and I was like, I need a job. I'm the best thing that you would ever like come across. Like you actually need me, especially if there's a startup. I was just chatting so much mess. So he was like, okay, like I'll see. He never like really got back to me straight away. I'm just like chasing it up, following up. He was like, okay, I'll speak to the, like we still haven't really, we don't know our head count. I was like, I'm not having all that talk, like be straight with me.
I said head count. You know?
Yeah. So then he was like, okay, well, we've got like, they'll give us like a head count for a PA. Now I'm like, I'm not a PA. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm so above a PA in my mind, but I needed a job and I know how good I am at what I do. So I know that if I take this job as a PA, within a few months, they're going to change my role to something else. So I was like, okay, fuck it. Like, I'll take it. And he was like, well, you still need to go through the interview process. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I did like my portfolio, everything that I did, interviewed with him, Dan, Shane, big up the boys. Dan and Shane didn't want to give me the job. They were just like, oh, I don't know about this girl.
I respect it still.
Yeah, Dan, I think Dan just like, he just
like that.
But I still interviewed. I was interviewing.
There might have been someone else that was good as well.
Man said I respect it.
I interviewed. I think Dan's thing was like,
but you won them over, innit?
Yeah, I think his thing was like, I don't really know this girl.
Yeah.
I think as well, the way I look, maybe sometimes people might be like, does she even know the music industry?
You had to just show them that you were 30, basically.
Right, Shane knows
win them
me,
over.
but he was also he is close with my son's father. So he was like, oh, I don't want to be involved in the mess. Like,
okay.
So I was like, no. I was like, listen, do all your interview. Yeah, I was like, do all your interview process, whatever. They hadn't interviewed anyone that was as good as me.
Okay.
Because I was really overqualified the job.
Yeah, because you've
anyway.
been doing this at this
Yeah.
And I beef all over the world.
Yeah, she traveled with
I was
big
really,
companies as well.
Yeah. So, and I was saying to them, like, with me, I get that you're looking for an assistant, but you're starting a label. You actually need someone who's way more than that to like help you set this off and develop it. So I'm even telling you, I will take a PA pay for my skills. So then, eventually they were just like, yeah, cool. I was even saying to Shane, look, if it makes you feel better, just even go pretend, speak to my son's father, act like you're asking him for the permission, even though I know I've got the job. To like, do you know what I mean? Like, smooth it out, play the game.
He's going to be watching this. He's going to be watching this punch in the air. Like,
just act like, act like you're asking him for the permission. He's going to give you his blessing. Then we move. So they was like, you already know what you're...
48 laws of power. Should we read it?
So we started off Dream Life together. It was a great few years.
So tell me this, sorry to cut you. How were you navigating at this point you've got a young baby. Is your baby not here?
No, my baby was here.
Right. So how are you navigating this? Let me not say single mum. Well, you're separated, innit?
Yeah,
But you're
we
co-parent.
weren't together.
What was the situation? How are you navigating that life of? Is it your first child?
I gave birth in March. My job at Dream Life started in April.
Yeah.
So it was fresh
What,
baby.
30 days
29
April or
like-
a whole year?
No.
Like literally.
Literally March,
was it
April.
March,
20,
April.
wait, hold on, was it April 2019? My dates are so bad. Yeah,
But you're talking March, April.
Yeah,
So your baby,
I had a
6
baby. No, sorry, you're right.
A year.
It was the next year.
Right.
Sorry,
yeah.
I had a salon the next month. I had a salon in Marylebone as
Okay,
well.
come on, toot.
I forget about that. But
Yeah, you was trapping.
No,
innit?
when you keep things moving, you
She
forget,
was
you know.
trapping you though.
Toot.
I wasn't
Bare things on
in
guard.
Marylebone.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. But
Even now we missed
that wasn't my idea. My son's father thought it was a great idea for me to have the salon. We will say no more. So yeah, but then that after the whole lockdown situation, juggling, the next year like work and stuff and the baby, that was hard. That was actually really hard because he ended up going to prison. So when it was like fresh new Dream Life, I'm on a roll, trying to like balance. My biggest fear was to like act like I was a burden or kind of give them I told you she wasn't going to be able to do it. So I had to hide like a lot of like the struggle. And it's hard because you're in a room with men and you have to like level up and compete with men in the music industry who don't have the same responsibilities as a woman. So it was difficult. These guys can work during the day, be in the studios in the evening, wine and dine managers or other A&Rs, and you kind of have to like keep up with that a little bit when you have a baby. And then unfortunately, my son's father went to prison. I wasn't really talking to my family at the time either. So it was definitely like a lot of alone time. I won't lie. Like there was times I brought my son to the office. Like
Real
it was
life.
like it is what it is.
Real
Like this is just I got to a point when I was like, I'm not even gonna be embarrassed or ashamed. Like as long as it's the results are there.
That's what, if I'm bossing that situation, I'm looking at it as you're so dedicated to get this done.
Yeah.
As long as you're getting it done, you're so determined to get it done. You're bringing your baby and go.
Yeah, there was times where like I have no childcare. Like I have no childcare. I brought my son in the office. It was just it is what it is, and the guys, we're like family. Like there was no judgment. They took turns looking after my child. Like even till this day, Dan and I, we're like glued. Like this is the guy. Who's this girl? He didn't even want to give me the job. Like that's like my best. I'm godmom to his daughter now. Like that's my best friends. And there was times where I was creative directing a lot of like video shoots and stuff, and he would babysit my son in my house while I go and do these video shoots in Manchester and stuff. So the support
Proper
was
real
there.
support.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the acts that you've worked on their projects as well. 'Cause I see you at some big videos. What's your role when these videos are going on?
So with Dream Life, I came in as a PA, and my purpose was to not do any PA duties because I don't want to like these men. You can turn them into monsters, innit, if you give too much of something. So I on purposely was a shit PA, but great at everything else. And they just very quickly promoted me to label manager to manage like the label and the business. There was about 4 or 5 of us in the label where typically you have 10 plus, right? So a lot of the roles, we're mixing it together. So on the marketing side, I touched on the marketing side, and then anytime we had releases, I pretty much came up with the creative of the videos, if not with the director, and like did the back and forth and, worked with production and stuff for basically our releases. We had Russ Millions, Pit Millet. At one time we had Swarms. We had Pounds and we had Pounds and SR. Who else did we have? I think
Holy part artists. Holy part artists.
Yeah.
Big things.
But now I don't work directly with artists now. Now I work labels are my client.
Yeah.
Which is
so you moved up again.
Yeah.
Up again. So from the PA to this. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to be a PA. Man, them do the PAs dirty at times, man. The power thing at times. Have to do mad menial tasks.
Yeah,
like do expenses meetings. I was like, I ain't doing that. I already knew I was never gonna do it.
What's that? Do what?
Like the expenses and move around, put meetings in the calendar.
Diary management.
I was never gonna do that. But I was like, listen, just give me the job.
Yeah.
Shane would always say, it's like, you are a shark at what you do, but you're the shittest PA I've ever had.
That was all intentional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you're switching lanes, you're very culturally aware. As we were just speaking a minute ago, I remember a little while ago, might have been a year, might have been more. There's a little thing going on, but they're saying about you looking like Kim K and that, and the papers, which you give her a study, man, and a few media outlets, papers, and that reached out to you to see if you wanted to speak on it. And your reply to them was
God, do you remember?
What, you get to speak on just that?
I don't forget these things.
What's that? Speak on what? Just looking like Kim K?
That's how the world works. But hold on. But your reply to that was, Chris Cabba's just got shot.
Big up.
Do you not want to
we'll
write an
talk
article about that?
Big up.
So let's break that
Let's give a
down.
round of applause for that one.
Let's break it down.
Yeah,
we respect it. We respect it. Honourable. So let's break that down first. Firstly, the Kim K thing. Shout out Mumsy as well, because you put up a picture of Mumsy. How's Mumsy? How's she? She alright?
She's good. That's basically where
Mummy
it went
looking
off.
good. Mummy look good.
I put a
still.
selfie up
Looks
with...
like Kim K as well.
Mummy look good, babe. Mummy look good. She looks like her mum.
I put a picture of me, my mum and I on Twitter, and the picture just went, And it was like, oh, okay. I thought she changed her face to look like Kim K, but clearly Kim K changed her face. And I'm like,
Come on.
I don't. Like, there's no... Maybe because we have, like, similar skin tones, dark hair, like, no. And loads of media outlets was reaching out to discuss that. And that was at the time of the Chris Cabba situation where there wasn't so much attention on it.
Right.
So every time I was getting hit up for it, and I was getting a lot hit up, I was like, I'll come meet you. Let's discuss Chris Cabba. Do you know what's going on? And and then obviously no one wanted to meet me.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
They just wanted to chat foolishness.
Yeah.
But, it can't... do you think you look like Kim K in any kind of way?
No.
Or Kim K looks like you, I should say, in any way, shape or form. No. Yeah, it was a thing. I remember seeing it was going round, but I made a note of that. Moving on, let's talk Gala.
I see it, but I don't see it.
I think because my hair's curly.
Because you said it.
It's because you've got the curly thing.
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. I on purposely do my hair different now.
Yeah, you went full
Like, I go different because when I have like my hair straight or middle parting, I will get it massively. But I think like I try and like stay away from it, especially where there was a rise of people wanting to look like her. So then now it's like, if people see me, it's like, oh, she just looks like everybody on Instagram. Like, so I on purposely was like, do you know what? I'm just going to natural.
Yeah. Do your thing. All right, let's talk.
Natural.
No, I got a weave, but it's still natural
but
weave.
you're curly.
Yeah.
No, but you're curly. That's what I mean.
It's a natural weave.
She said I got it's a natural weave.
It's mine. I paid for it. It's your top.
Yeah, it's natural top. It's my natural top.
You see, Ramsey came here. She's holding it down, These girls are feisty, She's holding it down. But the Ramsey came,
This hair is natural
and it's curly.
It's my natural. No, but my hair is naturally curly.
That's all I was trying to get at.
Yeah. All right, listen. Moving on. Let's talk the gala. Big up all before she gets started.
Big up all you at the gala.
Yeah. Let's talk the gala. Now, before I even continue on, I'm putting it out there straight.
Hold the show.
I'm saying I was one of the best dressed in that gala. I'm saying it blatant to camera. That's how I feel.
You look good.
Come on. They're not gonna. They won't listen. They won't say.
They won't give
they're gonna go with
the accolades like how they give it to.
You
get me?
Do they do best?
They gave it to. They were talking about what's his name from Love Island.
Oh, Damien India.
Yeah. I want to
fuck off.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe because I'm a creative person, but
I like the creativity of it.
I loved it. I see them
with the cowboy hat and that
coming through the lift at the back, and then straight away because someone was like, "Oh, Posh and Bex," and I was like, "No, this is
from Posh and Bex when they both wore the denim and denim."
This is not Posh and Bex. This is Justin and Brittany, and they were like, "You got it.
It's not a fancy dress. It's not fancy dress.
I like
Halloween. It's not JRM Halloween party.
choreographed well on some of the sets.
Yeah, come on. I look good too. You know what I'm saying?
Doug, you look good.
You guys look
Doug, you look
great.
good. You look good.
Yeah.
The men
Not
look
Gala
really,
though,
really good
but you
this
look
year.
good.
I've decided.
Let me talk. That drip, cold.
Yeah.
When you come to my next event, wear that.
Yeah. But I've
But it
decided with
wasn't
the gala, I'm
it
doing my
wasn't
own
gala.
thing now. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses, wear suits and ties and
But you meant to
all
wear
of that. I
suits
know,
and-
but I want to
Yeah,
be
but-
me.
Ain't
Like, I won't
that-
comfortable. I won't be
What
comfortable.
did you wear?
I remember the first gala we went to.
I saw you.
The first gala I tried to do shirt. I tried to do shirt and trousers with the, the swinging trousers with the,
That's
with
a
the,
swinging
with
trousers.
the, you know what, innit? I'm not doing all of that again.
Do you know why I can't stand people like you? Not you specifically, but but it's like I hate. It's like everyone making an effort and then
No, but I made an effort in my own way.
Okay, fine.
Because
fine.
because what
Okay,
it was.
you let her speak. I'll just put the hammers on her.
Because she was gonna kill me.
Okay.
It's like we're making an effort for people not to talk in and not there.
Yeah.
No, but what it is when I did the shirt and when I did the shirt blazer and all of that, I didn't feel comfortable because I'm not like I ain't really got suits at home. I'm not a suit man, innit? So I didn't feel comfortable. So I said the next one we went to last year, I said I'm gonna do my own thing. So I came in like a denim on denim kind of fit, but like similar to like what the Love Island people wore, but not as flamboyant.
Doug,
Oh, you wanna see what I wore last year?
But Doug,
Last year or this year?
You rock a good suit though, because
You rock a suit.
Well, when I went Ascot,
hosting,
when I went Ascot,
So you
So for Ascot,
no,
you
but I
would wear
was
suit,
sweating in the suit.
But for GRM,
No, GRM, I was
Gala,
sweating.
you're gonna wear denim.
No, what it was with Ascot, I wore the suit.
Ascot,
I was
Yeah,
sweating.
that's what I'm saying.
Gala,
That's
you're
what I'm
wearing
saying.
No, but I was sweating out in the suit in Ascot, and I didn't want to come GRM and be in there all hot.
You know what? I think your drop was cold. Your drop was cold.
Yeah, my
but
drop
it
was
just
cold.
wasn't Gala cold.
Yeah, no, but it was just comfortable. Like I felt like I felt
But what you
confident
saying
and
next
comfortable
year?
in
You're
it.
gonna be.
No,
wearing
but
the
next
suit
year
next
I'm gonna switch it again. Next year I'm gonna. Yeah. I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to give too much away. But just so you know,
there's your +1, no homo, and you'll see something.
Next year, you
Put
got a
your
year.
+1, Doug, and you'll see something.
Oh yeah, I did see this picture.
yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, no, okay. It's
That was
not
this
like
year.
it's not denim on denim.
no,
Like
that
That
it's
was
the
this year.
color.
That was this year.
Yeah.
She wants to see last
Yeah, I
year.
know
Doug.
this is this year.
see last
She wants
Yeah, I
to
want to
last
see
year.
what you were saying last year. This is a nice picture. You guys.
But
you
I
guys-
do
Doug,
like
Doug,
it. I
Doug,
do like
remember
it.
the
But
guy-
everyone
you
don't dress
Doug,
up Gala every week though, Doug. So you might as
That
well.
Gala's once a year. I'm just saying I was one of the best dressed in there.
Galas
What
a
was
year.
it last year?
The
Oh,
streets
this
was
is
happy.
this year as well, but this is like just the detail on the jacket.
She saw this year, Doug. She remembers
I'm just
it.
letting her know, like, obviously.
I want to see last
Last
year.
year's one. Alright.
She remembers this year, Doug. It was last week.
Last week. Now I'm a man personally. For them things that I'm doing what I do in it. But that's me. I stay on brand.
But Gala, you're meant to look. My girl's wearing the whole of red that the world has to offer.
I did the whole Sam Rothstein. That was when I had the big shades.
Come on, cuz.
Everything. Doug does Doug. That's the first thing Bruce said when he
You're
see me.
out
He
of
goes,
control.
oh, no, she's
Out of control.
Out of control.
And on Getty
See that,
Images.
Doug, see that? Oh, you can use your phone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're out of
He said
control,
out of
Doug.
control.
No, don't do that.
I'm
again.
gonna help him next year.
Yes. Why don't we?
That's
why
why
don't
I
we
asked you how
style-
long did it take
Let's
you?
style Doug next year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no. I tell you what, yeah. No, I tell
No,
you
we're
what.
doing it, Doug. We're
Oh,
already
like,
doing it.
listen,
We'll
I'll tell you what
direct
we
your-
do.
your
You lot can
look.
style me, but then
And
I
I
can
can say
style
no.
myself. And then when
That's
I show
not
you what
styling
I
me.
would actually style myself for the gala, specifically like if I was dressing up, then you can give your opinion about what you think about.
No, we'll come up with your.
Doug, we
look.
got you next year.
We've got
We
you.
got you.
Got me?
Yeah, we're gonna
I was cotton this year though.
sort it out.
Doug does Doug. That's the first thing Bruce said when he bought me. He goes, P, yeah, da. Doug's doing Doug. Doug does Doug. Doug does
on.
Doug. Doug does Doug. Next year though, we're gonna switch it up.
Yeah. We're gonna get you some.
We're going
Next year I'm gonna
loafers.
switch it up. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
switch
get
it
you
up.
some loafers, everything.
Yeah. Next year I'm gonna switch it up still.
Nice. But
See?
Tapered suit.
I feel like people made an effort this year.
Come on.
Yeah.
They did.
There's a lot of sexy people in that room.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna disagree with you still.
Yeah. We made. Listen, I enjoy it. It's a good turnout, and to see the people, everyone make an effort. People dress up nice and good vibes, good atmosphere. Yeah, man, and also some people they might not, some people may be hating from outside the club because they can't understand. You get it? But it's even if we go back to the beginning of this episode when you're talking about fits for kids. Say the right
Fresh
name.
kids.
Fresh
Fresh kits for kids.
Fresh kits for kids. Now, in this gala, a few of the people you've mentioned are in there that are contributing to Fresh Kits for Kids. Dean Forbes, Conan, Crept, and so on and so forth. Because we all come from some form of the dirt. You know, if we can now be in a situation celebrating, we're no different to you just at the window looking in. It just so happens that we've managed to accomplish a certain level of success that allows us to be in this room and we're just enjoying a moment. We're still going to go back to our family members that are around the corner that are still in this and that. And we still live very normal lives and we're still local. So don't look at it a certain way and think, it's the haves and the have-nots. It's not even that. It's just a moment of people that just like all the same, and it should be looked at as motivational, inspirational to get things done. You understand? That's why my guy Doug lands in his denim on denim, because he's local, blood. He does what he wants. He's local.
Do what I want. Don't conform to the rules, you know.
He's local. But next year we've agreed the styling. The styling. Issa, you've said it now, so you're gonna want input. You're gonna want input.
He's gonna win best dress next year.
This is gonna be so much fun.
You're winning best dress next year. Remember I told you.
I got. Yeah, we were. I'm gonna give you some of my ideas, and you can just mix them.
We see your ideas over the last 2 years. We can take it over.
This is gonna be. I'm actually gonna have so much fun. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, it'd be dope. It'd be dope.
Doug's my guy.
Doug
Doug
you know what, I can't even make it, you know.
Doug's making it. Doug's there.
I'm
Doug's the gala. You know Doug left me.
I don't mind dressing up. Like I don't mind doing. No, but like wearing things like I don't mind like wearing different things or trying different things or trying different styles and doing whatever. Like even that's why even for the first one when I wore the suit and everything, I looked good for the first one, and then I switched it up for the second one because I just felt like I wanted to be more me. But then when everyone see me switch it up, I got so much compliments, even though you're not feeling the denim on denim for that one. I got so much compliments on that day that I did something different. Do you get me?
Yeah.
That's how I am, innit? I just want to be like individual.
No,
to
you
who I
should
am
be.
as a
No, but
Doug,
person.
you should definitely be
You can dress.
yourself.
Doug's a man that can dress. Like
Yeah,
Doug can
look,
dress.
Look,
Like,
that outfit was
like genuinely he
nice.
can dress, but he just.
But they said it's
That
not nice for
outfit-
that occasion.
That outfit was nice.
And I'm new,
Like,
but
if
you
I-
remember I'm new to this, getting invites and being at certain places.
Yeah.
Like I just think like obviously I would like to be able to like dress for occasions and be able
That
to,
outfit was
understand.
nice. Like if I saw you out in that outfit, I would be like, oh, okay.
But you
That's
saying not
nice.
gala.
But you say word gala like.
Yeah, gala, like the word gala. Do you know what I
I've
mean?
never been to a gala before besides GRM, so I'm learning.
I hear it.
I'm learning.
But it was a nice outfit.
You're learning slow.
Listen, why not trying to get?
Yeah, you
I'm not. But I'm saying that's it. He's
representing
learning.
the South.
Slow. Yeah, you.
I was representing the South nicely, man. I did my thing.
We did our thing in there.
It was a
man.
good night.
It was definitely.
Big up Posty.
Big up Posty. Big up. Who else I want to big up? Big up Taze. Taser Black. He was
Yes.
doing his
Oh,
own. He was
yeah.
doing up photos in there, you know.
He
Big
got
him up,
some
turn cameraman, you
Shot
know.
by a taser.
Big up Taser.
Man like
camera.
Taser.
Shot by a
He
taser.
shot a
Shot by
really nice
taser, you know.
video of me.
putting
I
people
was
out of
like,
jobs.
He's on job.
Yeah.
Shot by a Taser.
Shot by Taser.
Yeah.
Getting ready.
Yeah.
Follow the
That's my
page.
guy.
I
Ramp
love
with
this
him.
for him.
Yeah, he's
my
see,
guy.
man, them are talented. I was chopping up with him the other day saying the man them are multi-talented.
Yeah.
Don't pigeonhole yourself because you never know what else you can do. And I can see he's passionate about it as well.
Yeah,
so-
Yeah, he has been
100%.
for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't
Been
know.
for a
I didn't know. Because
I didn't know.
I'll be honest, when he comes to me, I was like, what are you doing?
Well,
What's
with
all
the
this?
camera when we saw
Nah.
this.
Yeah, he started
But then when he
doing,
said
like,
he bought a
certain
cam and
shots
self-taught
on his
himself.
phone,
Yeah, he
and
said
then
he's
he
been
was doing
dedicated.
Angles,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's just
yeah.
been playing about for,
Yeah, shout out.
for
shout
a
out
while
Taser.
now.
Shout
Yeah.
out Taser Black. Shout out Mark.
I like the way
Bradley.
he was catching
100,000
everybody.
hours.
Like he wasn't taking shots. You know, like sometimes you get the photographers and they come in and you take a shot and you stop
Yeah,
and you pose for it.
he's-
He was just catching people like in the
But he's
moment.
an events
He's
man. He
got a
knows what. He
creative
knows what.
eye.
He knows, and he knows
Yeah,
what man them.
he knows what creates a
Like when he
good-
sent me some stuff, like he hit me yesterday. I was like, listen, I got to send you something. I looked, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
but
we go.
his the way he captures is so different, like his POV. So I really like it.
Yeah.
On job. Nah, big them up. Big up Chucky on life. Like, played a good set in there as well.
Yeah.
Happy with him for that. I'm telling them man though. Them man don't think I like my R&B. You know, I'm
know,
challenging
man.
you,
Yeah.
man. If you man want the R&B challenge, a tune it each day, a tune for tune. I'm with it, but I think a tune on my story every day. Sound clash.
Oh, you throwing out the battle out there?
Yeah, man. I like my R&B. These
But
man think.
who directed it?
I'm saying Chucky,
Oh, you're going straight for
Taser,
the
Marvin, Abbey,
You're
all
going,
them
no, wait,
man.
you went
got
for
all of them,
You
yeah.
I'm
went
going
for
for
Chucky.
all
You
of
went
them, man.
straight for the big.
Yeah, because well,
He's
no, it's one
already-
tune.
Nah,
It's one
he's
tune
Europe.
a day. I can roll with them, man. If it was 2 or 3,
You don't have to
might be
mix
fucked.
that up. You don't have to
Yeah, I ain't
mix
got
that
to
up.
mix.
You
I just
don't
got to
have
drop a tune in my car and say, hear that, boom.
I'm gonna be that annoying person. I loved it, but I wish like there was a bit more Afrobeats at the end of the night.
You're entitled to.
They could have been.
Entitled.
That's like man saying there
Little
was there
rap.
was more bashment.
You know, like now, like
entitled.
you know, towards the end, you're a bit wave. You wanna.
Doug left me.
You,
Just remember that because you said the end of trauma came. Doug just left me.
What,
I was waiting for Doug.
Who went off first?
Let's give the story. I'm waiting for Doug. So we've parked off and then we got Uber to the spot because they said no parking in it. So I'm looking for Doug. Doug, you know Doug. Doug's in his. I've seen Doug drink a whole bottle of Ace of Spades.
Doug's nice.
He's had about 17 cocktails.
Henny Doug.
Burst.
Henny Doug.
Yeah, Henny Doug's out. Henny Doug's out. But I'm saying, where's Doug? I ring Doug. Yeah, I'm just going. I'm with Scraps and them, man. I'm just going to fucking. I said, this guy. Don't you know we come together, we leave together. Or you leave, tell me.
No heads up.
No heads up. None. Not even a text. Nah, he said, hey, give me a heads up to say
you
I'm
didn't
off.
give me a heads up saying you're going.
No. If I didn't ring him,
no, because I thought he left. No, I thought he was already gone. Because basically, when I gave him the car key and he said he was getting the cab, he walked off. So I just thought he was gone. So then it wasn't until after I spoke to him, he said, the cab took long, but I'd already jumped in the Vito and went so.
Did you leave who you came with?
I came. Yes.
The dress, just you had the dress and the.
Yeah,
you had a driver outside, no?
I had a driver. I did have a driver. So.
Yeah. Me and Doug come together, but he had a good time. How was the food?
Yeah, the food was right.
Yeah, big up Lux Cruise. Big up
Scraps and them, man. There, man. Come on, big up Scraps and the team, man. Yeah, it was a good night, man.
I'm glad. No, I was glad to be fair. I was glad to hear that you was
Soho House.
Oh, you went out? Oh my
God. I was glad to hear that you was enjoying. I'm only running jokes.
Yeah. No.
I'm glad to.
And I did think you was gone.
No.
It was only after you said afterwards that you was like, oh no, I'm still here, and I was like, rush.
Yeah, because the cab weren't coming, but once I got there, I just jumped in the motor. But no, it's all good, man.
The venue was nice too.
Yeah.
It was a nice venue.
I like the venue.
Like the setup as well, like the media bit downstairs and you go upstairs.
Big up Bernie as well, man. Everyone's always bigging up Posty.
Big up Bernie.
Let's big up Bernie.
Precious, Specs,
everyone has put in work. It takes a lot to get something like that put together.
Defo.
And
they done so well.
And the security team as well, F1, I like
that. Big up F1.
Even my cousin, big up Stacks. I see a couple man them chat. Gig said he see him holiday. My cousin was working with F1 and he's been on a journey and now he's doing CP work and from where he was and what he's done and where.
Me and him was reasoning. Is it same?
Yeah.
Me and him was reasoning when I said that you'd gone to. He's like, post his keys through my letterbox. I said, I'm going to drive his car. I said, I'm going to take his car. Yeah. It's love though. Big up, cousin.
Big him up, man. I was
energy.
Proud to see him there, man.
It takes so much to put. People don't understand how much it takes to put an event like that together, you know. And
100%. And then you have people hating, and it's actually even giving jobs, like job opportunities.
Major. I know
it's a great look.
Yeah.
An event that size. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I worked it last year with the team. And
I was going to say that to you. I feel like you worked on one of them.
Yeah, last year I did. Yeah.
Yeah, last year's one was dope as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
What part did you do with them last year?
So Post had me on as director of photography. So I oversaw all the photographers, their creative, the videographers.
What was you wearing that year?
I wore a shorter dress because I knew I had to run around, and
short
also
hair,
I had short hair, I had a bob. I changed my hair a lot, my natural hair.
I changed my t-shirts a lot as well. My natural t-shirts.
And I got dressed at the venue, which is so not me, but you got to do what you got to do when you're working. So it's a lot. And then obviously after it as well, because I had to do the whole rollout of the images on socials and everything. So, this is a lot of work.
Photography, don't stop until a month.
It didn't stop for ages.
Because there's so many people. Like in terms of and there's so many pictures. It's like you got to make sure everyone gets their photos.
It's everything, and it's like briefing all the photographers, like literally on the day as well. We was there from early. We was doing the running order, the stations. You're doing this. You're focusing on that. This is your link where you put do you know what I mean? It's so much logistical work, getting everybody together and leading up to who's doing what, because you want to have a range of different shots, different POVs, all of that stuff.
All right. As we bring things to a close, what would you like to say to the people, apart from obviously to make sure they donate and look into the charitable work? What should we look out for? What's your message?
Oh my God, now I feel like I'm on the spot.
And by the way, for someone that told me they don't talk, You've gone into they still. I was waiting to the end. Yeah, look at on my
lot of
nodding.
chatting.
Yeah, for all that. I don't even like to
You know, we started rolling.
We're wrapping it up. Yeah.
What, in the briefing it was I don't talk much.
Like, I'm not really a talker.
I generally don't. I'm
glad that you felt
because I was
comfortable.
like, this is like so opposite of me because I don't like talking.
Yeah, no, but I'm glad that you felt comfortable enough to talk. You've spoken very freely.
Well as well.
Yeah, you spoke
well educated.
Come on.
Thanks.
Even though you got kicked out of college, well educated.
Well, it's not even
Allegedly.
and it's not even my first language either.
I know Spanish, yeah.
Go back home.
Come on.
Habla español.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
flexing
but
them a
I'm
little.
Congolese.
Oh, we need to dig into that next time.
You're Congolese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect.
Yeah.
Say to the French.
I was
and
born
the
in
Spanish
Spain,
and
but
it's all going on.
it's a Congolese and a
country,
Senegalese community in Spain. So I grew up in an African household.
Very African.
Very African.
Very African.
Very strict.
Yeah. Traditional.
Love that.
Lashes and all.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't get mummy in trouble. There weren't many lashes. We try and tear her, bigger up the terror than no lashes.
This is turn up.
Yeah.
Okay, what would I say? Oh, I'm on the spot.
Yeah, the outro's yours, man. Talk to them.
Yeah, donate, help out, and what else? What's coming up? Just lots of projects that I'm working on that I can't speak of, obviously, but huge international things that I'm working on in 2025. And just keep clean. I feel like clean hearts win.
Yes.
And that's it. And I'm number one huge believer of when Allah blesses you, you bless others. So bless people with your blessings.
Yes, I like that.
So,
I like that. That's a great way to wrap it.
That's how
up.
we got to where we got with the charity.
That's where we got
is
to.
how we got it. So that's a great way to wrap it up. We appreciate you coming through. Your story is inspirational. You're a testament to anything is possible because you come from Spain to this, to that, to Sony, and look at you now, all glam and glitter. That natural hair as well and all of that as well. Things are good. So it's inspirational. It's inspiration to a lot of people. You've overcome a lot of stuff with a smile on your face as well.
Yeah.
So just big you up. Issa Perez in the building.
My teeth are natural too. Side-eye, that's hard.
Allegedly.
Side-eye, that's hard.
If I had my grills on, I would have said mine are too.
But we'll bring it to a close right there. It's been good to have you. See you again soon. We'll have an on cam or off cam. Mr. Hustler, Big Dougie Doug, Issa Perez in the building.
Guys.
Man them in the room.
Easy.
Great work.
Great work.